Everybody, so this is our Read Write Inc program. This is our new phonics program that we have bought as a school. Until your child no longer needs phonics training, this is how they will be taught their sounds, how to read and how to write and how to spell. The program incorporates it all. We do have other programs that we use alongside Read Write Inc, but this has become our main phonics program. So I'm just going to talk you through the basics of the scheme and how you can help your child at home. So this booklet will be emailed out to you, Reading at Home, and this is based on their phonics program. Read Write Inc have lots of different programs, and this is their phonics. So children will read letters by their sounds, as we have always done in phonics. So instead of saying A, they say A. They will get to know the names of the sounds, but the names of the letters, but they are predominantly working just with the sounds at the moment. So we have a little glossary here. Fred talk. Fred talk is when we use our frog. We have the frogs in school, and it means sounding out the word. So if we're doing Fred talking, we will say cat instead of saying cat. Then we've got our sound blending, so similar to the Fred talking, that's when they then put the sounds together to make the word. So we use our fingers, we say cat, cat. Special friends are also known as digraphs. When we did the letters and sound program, we always referred to them as digraphs. In Read Write Inc, they're special friends. So they're called special friends because when they are friends and they are together, they make a completely different sound to when they're on their own. So instead of saying s, we say sh. Lots of you may know this already because you've already experienced lots of phonics. Speed sounds, these are the individual sounds that your child has to learn to begin with. So I'll take you through the speed sounds in a second. We have the speed sounds set into different sets, and depending on exactly where your child has been assessed, that's the set that they will be working in. Some children just need to recap. So they might be going back slightly from where they were before the summer. They just need to go over the sounds, and then hopefully they'll move up groups quickly. We have 11 groups across the school working on phonics. So that's 11 different staff members that are delivering the phonics program. So it's tailored to exactly where the child has been assessed in the last 2 weeks. So we are reading the speed sounds, we're blending them into words, blending the sounds in the book so that they can read the words in the books, and then they move through the storybooks. So the idea with Read Write Inc is that as you are learning one set, you then have the books that then use those sets of letters, and you can progress as you go through. So we've got set 1 speed sounds are here, and as I said, you will receive this booklet so you'll know exactly what one they're working on, and then they can make all of these words from them. Then they move on to set 2, so it just details which sounds your child will be working on depending on what set they are in. Then we've got helping your child at home. So let's go through the sounds. I'm going to play you a short video so that you can hear the sounds yourself. Okay, so they're your sounds, and you can always go back to this video to double check if you ever question how your child comes home and says a sound and you just need to double check. So when your child is in the beginning of the phonics program, they will be taking home sound blending books, and they'll be working on these in school. So this is one of the sound blending books. They can be accessed on your e-book library, which I'll take you through in a second. So they show you the words, and your child, as it says at the beginning, should be blending the words using their Fred talk. So this will just give you an idea of the books that they'll come home with in the beginning. Once they move on from the sound blending books, they start taking home black and white storybooks, and then they move on from there to taking home the reading books that you'll be taking all the way through until they have finished the phonics program. We've bought a massive selection of books. They have books that they only read in school during phonics time, and then they have books that go home. There will be a charge for any books that are damaged or lost, unfortunately, as it has cost the school a lot of money to buy this program, and we are really excited about it, but we need to keep all of our resources really nicely. So this is the Phonics ebook library. You all have a login, so another username and password, I'm afraid. You go onto the Oxford OWL website and you type in your username and login. These are printed on cards that should be in the front of your reading record book. You can log in and you can access any of the books. The library is huge. So this is the library here, and it gives you all the different levels, and you can go in and then you can read the book. So I'll just open the ebook. Oh, that is not the ebook. Hold on, we flicked. There we go. And you can read the books through a tablet or a computer, but they will be taking books home. But if they have brought a book home and they're doing really well with it, and you think, okay, let's access some more books this weekend or during the week, they're all online for you to have a look at. And it explains in the front of the books the sounds that they're going to be looking at, the red words, which are, we would have called them tricky words before, and then you've got your story green words. They're words that the children can decode, but they just appear in that story specifically, so you can go through these words before you start reading the books and then access the books like that. So children will be taking home one phonics book. If they're on the phonics scheme, depending on their level, it will be exactly where they should be. They will be taking home, and that's a phonics book for your child to read themselves to you. The ORT books, the Oxford Reading Tree books that we took home before, they will still be receiving one of those. They are sight vocabulary books, so the children don't have to know their phonics to be able to read an ORT book. The idea is that they learn the words off by heart. So if your child is just reading you the story and not looking at the words, encourage them to point to the story, point to the words as they're going, but they are sight vocabulary books. So that again is for your child to read, and they will be taking home a book, a library book. The library book is for you to enjoy with your child, for you to read to your child. They're not at their level, so they will need help with those. Some children will get to the point where they can read them themselves, but at the moment, just use that one as a bedtime story or just a nice time to read together. So this is your ebook library. Everything that you need is on oxfordowl.co.uk. And that is everything. So we're going to email out the booklet to you with this video. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask your teacher, and then they can find the person who is teaching your child for phonics, because it may not necessarily be their class teacher. Have fun with Read Write Ink, everybody.